Good morning, everyone. If you hear my car running, that's because it's time to go to work. And I'm about 5 minutes late, as usual. I don't really care. Nobody's going to say anything. I just want to do this another work vlog so I can show you the finished product of what we were working on, and I'll vlog some other stuff there too. So, buckle up. Here we go. Alright guys, so I am still on my way to work, but I wanted to show you guys something. I wanted to show the other day, but I couldn't. This is what I get to see every day coming in here. See them? They are so cool looking. Longhorn cattle in Jersey. Just thought I'd show you that. I get to see that every day. Things you get to see for your driving entertainment. They weren't out here a couple days in a row. They just, I guess they move them around the pen so they don't need the grass all and stuff all in one spot, so they rotate them. Alright, keep myself entertained this morning. Okay, so now I want to show you what we did. We marked up the lines here on all the way down to as far as we could. We had to flake it up there, then we're going to flake it this way, mark the rest of the lines up. It took me a long time, as you can see. If you look real close, there's some mess up lines down there. Yeah, that's what happens. And I also had to mark these little dots right here for grommets, because the guy brought us in a template for us to use to put grommets in. So then I'm going to flake it all up, then I'll sew it, and then I get to show you the finished product. Jack, you look a little tired today. Did you have a rough weekend?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Chuck?
No.
You can tell us.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
My mom
Hasn't had enough.
Yeah, I think we've talked about it before, about how, you know, she has it's not Alzheimer's, it's dementia. That I mean, it could be Alzheimer's, but they don't.
That's what you're right.
Yeah.
Form of dementia.
But she had a real rough weekend. Probably has another bladder infection, so yeah, it's rough. And Jackie takes care of her, and you said she hasn't slept for 24 hours, right? Over 24 hours. And that's not good, because I know like how I am with no sleep.
Yeah.
And you were saying when she got home from the hospital that she's been sleeping a lot. So
Oh, yeah.
it's a scary thing. Anybody that's out there that has to deal with anybody that has dementia or Alzheimer's, it's a very hard thing, and it's hard to watch somebody go through that, especially when it's a loved one. So Jackie might fall asleep in the vlog sometime. If we periodically see her just like with her head down, we know what's going on. I'll try not to disturb her too much.
Yeah.
Finally, it's done. So here's what it looks like, guys. You have all these grommets in the end, then all these pockets every 3 feet all the way down there. And
Look
it's
how far down it is.
yeah, and it's still not completely out.
All the way.
But they put in each one of these pockets, I think they put a piece of metal or something,
Yeah.
right? And I guess it must retract, right? And then they pull it out.
It's supposed to lift up.
Lift up.
Yeah.
So there's the finished product. Now I got 2 more to do. Well, me and Jackie are going to flake this up and roll it up. Meanwhile, here's a real surprise. If you guys want to see something, this is a rare occurrence.
Rare? I think this had to be 2,000 of these I've sewn so far.
And how many you have to do this time?
2 more thousand.
And how many you got there?
Probably about 100. I got a ways to get it in.
Yeah. So this is what she does. She just takes a piece of webbing, and then she boxes that little piece on, and then after she's done all these, what you got to do, Tara?
I got to mark them all with a line so they know where to sew them on the cart curtain.
Right. And do you like doing this?
Actually, I don't mind it.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's something wrong with these people that I work with. It's like I do 10 of the same things, and I'm tired of it. I don't understand why. Maybe it's my ADD or something like that, or ADHD that I don't
know.
I don't like.
Entertain yourself
And exactly, explain to the people here how you entertain yourself.
with my thoughts.
With your thoughts.
Yes. What?
She entertains herself with her thoughts. Well, do you have a little party inside your head with your thoughts? What's going on in there?
Thoughts, and I think of things, ideas.
Oh, is that why you start laughing out of the blue when we're sitting over there? All of a sudden she's laughing and we're like, what's going on there?
Well, I don't know what that's about, but...
Didn't Dad used to say you were sitting on a feather?
On a feather.
Yeah, so Terry will be there for a while. Oh, we got the screaming rugrat back again. He saves that for when I turn the camera on now, it seems like. He's an attention, I'm not going to use the word. He likes attention. I'll just use that. Alright, so I will not going to turn the camera back on probably for the rest of the day because I'm doing the exact same thing over and over again. Unless something funny happens like Terry falls down or shows her finger or Jackie does. Jackie, if she falls asleep at the machine, I will turn the camera on and get that documented for you guys. If not, the rest of this vlog is going to be probably from another day when I come in and do something different. Okay, well, I just got into work, guys, and I gotta go cut. Terry's taking care of the rugrat, and now she's gonna go play on the computer. And Jackie is doing the same things that we've been seeing her do for the last long time.
Yeah.
How come you look like you're dressed up today?
I have a doctor's appointment. Time to get the flu shot.
Uh-huh. Speaking of that, guys, guess what? I just got back from the doctor's. I got blood work done and a flu shot, and then I got a tetanus shot. I got stuck like a pin cushion. So I want to show you what I'm doing now because I told you I would show you what my next project was, and well, not my project, but it's also Jackie's too. But I have 24 covers to cut, and they're right here. So I'll be cutting them, and then I have another project that I'll show you that I'll be doing after that. I don't need to show you the cutting because I already showed you that kind of thing. I'll show you something exciting as soon as it happens. Just wanted to show you guys what I do when I'm cutting, because I never showed you this part before. But when I cut 24 of these, which I'm only cutting 12 at a time, you get quite a stack on there. So I have to cut them all down. I don't know if you can see that line or not, barely, this white line that I drew. You have to cut these all down to that size. Well, if I cut them one by one, then it's going to take me a long time. So I have this electric knife here that I use to cut them all down at the same time. Now, somebody had asked me in the comment section. Yes, I do read the comment section. I will not respond to bad comments. I will just delete them. But the intelligent ones, they had asked me what are the weights that we use. Somebody asked, and I didn't know which one they were talking about, so I'll just go through the ones that I use. Like, first is this one. It's just a piece of an iron beam. This is just a piece of iron right here, and it's I'd say that's probably about 8 pounds right there. And then this one right here is actually the bottom of an old antique iron, such as this one right here would be the bottom part of it, that was taken off to use as a weight. They work really well, and they hold the vinyl together while I'm going to be cutting. So it's going to get a little noisy while I use this cutting knife, so bear with the noise. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So here we go. I cut them all, as you can see. All 12 of them are cut down now. And these are scrap pieces that we will wind up throwing in the trash. Somebody also had written down that in the comment section, like, why don't you sell the scrap? if there was a market for this scrap, we would definitely sell this scrap, but there's no market for it. Most of the pieces are just too small for anybody to use for anything. If the pieces are ever big enough to use for something, we utilize every little piece that we can. But this size right here is worthless. It's not going to do anything. And we have so many little pieces because what happens is I roll them up so that I can use if they're long enough for different things, but certain ones you just don't have any use for it. So, and if we stored them all up at the shop, we'd have our shop filled with scrap, so we can't do that. So now there's 12. I gotta do another 12. This is just the body parts of them, then I gotta cut the ends. And I just wanted to show you how I use a cut knife when I'm cutting a large quantity of covers. Man, I'm looking really yellow here. Oh yeah, there is an orange stripe there, isn't there? Somebody said that. Interesting. Did my camera get messed up from the heat sealer? Onward to my next project. And it's funny because there is that orange stripe again. I don't understand. Looks like it travels up. My next project is making Grommet diapers. Now you might say, what the heck is a canvas company making diapers? Well, you know, Jackie's getting kind of old and old people need diapers. No, I'm just kidding. It's not for Jackie. They are, see, this is what they are right here. That's what the finished project will actually look like. I have to sew that into that, reinforcement, blah, blah. They need 3 of these. Grommet is the stuff that they use for swimming pools, in-the-ground pools and stuff like that. Wow, I'm gonna have to buy a new camera, I think. No, over here is okay. Maybe it's just the lighting down there. Okay, that's just strange. What I'm going to do now is I have a pattern here. See, with certain projects you just use a pattern because you don't want to have to measure this out every single time that you have to do this. So you put this pattern on here, which is quite wrinkly, as you can see. I'll use weights to hold that down, then I'll trace it. I'll put this line here and I'll put this line down here on them, and then I have 3 of them to make, so I have 3 spots. Luckily I can get that out of a width of a cover or the vinyl. Our vinyl comes 5 feet wide, so I'll cut them and then cut the rectangles for it and the square reinforcement patches, and then I can start sewing them. Pretty easy. They don't take that long to do. I don't know exactly what they use these things for, because not everything that we make do we understand what their application is. We just make what the customer orders. So let me get busy doing this and I'll show you the next step. Here is after the patterns, after I drew them all out. Looks like a big football. And now I have to cut them. I just wanted to show you what they look like on there. Looks kind of complicated. It's not. Cut lines right here. I kind of use this so I go opposite, so I can do a little bit less cutting. I don't have to go straight all the way down there. And then after that, like I said, I can cut the rectangles. I don't have to show you that because that's just a rectangle. But I just wanted to show you what they look like. They're kind of interesting. These are the rectangle pieces with the square that's going to get sewn on there. And those are the other pieces over there. But what I want to show you what I do is I go like this and trace around the outside of this all the way around like that. I'll put a little line up like that so I know that that corner goes there. And the reason why you're doing this is because not everything is exactly straight here, so you don't want to sew this on and go to the other side and get a pinch in it like that or anything like that. So you mark it like that, you start up there, sew it all the way around like that, and that's just a reinforcement patch for these. So I'm going to mark these 3 and then I can start sewing them and show you how I do that. So if you hear Terry saying all these names right now, she's bringing up all these names of people who died from our school.
I know.
Which is really depressing the crap out of me. I don't know about you, Jack.
It's very depressing because the school didn't even hold that many people.
And it is. It was a small school. Like my class, I think had 121 or something like that in it.
Did you? That's a pretty good
like
size.
out of the names what she was just saying, I recognized at least maybe 15 from my class.
Yeah, me too.
But I mean, the older you get, the more people are going to pass away and stuff.
Yeah, but really?
So there's probably
I mean,
like a lot from your class, like, because that
Well-
was a long. What was that in the 1930s?
No, it wasn't in the 1930s.
I thought it was.
No. But that is a lot. That's too many.
That's.
I think that's too many.
Yeah, and a lot of them.
What's the school built on?
You know,
Probably
we had
farmland.
we had our remember Mrs. Du Bois, our
The
art
art
teacher.
teacher, yeah.
She said it was built on an ancient Indian, not a burial ground, which you would think of. It was on an ancient Indian where they used to pen up the insane Indians. That's what she said. I don't know how she knew that, but that's what she said. 'Cause she was a little.
She had been.
She was
That's what I was
she
gonna
was
say.
a little
Maybe she was
loony
a little
anyway.
bit. Yeah.
She was a real good artist, though, wasn't she?
But it was farmland though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't know what's
But a lot-
you
yeah,
don't
but-
know what's in the ground.
Yeah, but a lot of them died from like car accidents and stuff like that. There was quite a few names that she named. What is that noise? See that orange stripe, Jack? Did you see it go up there?
No.
When you broke the camera.
Let's see.
You look awful white and pale. Are you getting sick?
No.
You don't look good.
I was just at the doctor's. I'm fine.
Just saying, your class.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just saying your class was a long time ago. You're not
All right.
looking too well.
I don't know. You're
I don't want to see.
Kind of changed
I don't want
your
to.
direction.
I don't want to hear Terry, calling your name out too on there.
Oh no. Not
Anyway.
yet.
Not yet. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Were you done the names? You could still say them. You would just be in the background.
No, I'm not done. I'm not doing anymore.
It's depressing.
Yeah.
So the first thing I want to do, hey Jack, Mike, everybody loves your camera work. So here's what I got to do, guys. I got to start. Remember that little mark I put up there? So that way I know which corner goes where. So I'm going to just sew this all the way around. Like this. Pretty easy.
Very easy.
Yeah. Now the next step I got to do is a little bit more difficult. Jackie's like, I'm supposed to be getting work done. Oh, I got to change my bobbin so we can turn that off.
Doesn't look like you have to change your bobbin.
I do. I just pulled it out.
Yeah, when you pulled all your string
Now,
out.
that wasn't enough to go around the whole thing.
Well, you want me to hit it
Yeah, that's the
The
button
red
on
button?
the top. Just hit the button on the top. That
This
says
one?
off, yeah. So what we're doing here is I started at the very end. I come down all the way till I get this line. Then I put a little nick right there where that line is. So I sew it and try to get that needle right on top of that line. Then I got to turn this because I'm boxing this in on the end, which is what Jackie's going to be doing on them gray covers. But she's still on the green ones. So then I turn that. I come down here like this, and then I will put a nick. If the line doesn't match up, I just nick it a little bit like to where I need it to be. Again, get my needle right there. Then I gotta turn it like this. Hey, why is it that you like the blue diapers? Like, you would think that you'd wear different colors. Why do you just wear blue? Huh, Jack?
That's not a diaper. A diaper.
Oh, that's what I told him there for
You're going to
you.
confuse
I told
everybody.
him for you. No, I told him we don't even know what actually the application for these are.
No.
What is that noise I keep hearing?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that Terry? I guess he wants to be heard on camera too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go all the way down to the end of this. Like that. And what I'm going to do on this now, I'm just going to show you right at the beginning and then we'll take a break. I am going to turn this way. What's this called, Jack?
French seam.
French seam. We're not really sure why, except for maybe the French designed it.
Maybe.
Right? So we're going to turn it like this. Go all the way around with this row, same thing. and then I can show you the next step. My cameraman was called away, but what I have to do next is I had to pull the strap out here, put a 3-foot mark on there because it hangs over the edge by 3 feet. So I'm going to try to do this and show you guys. It's hard. I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of start it like this and sew it right along the edge here. But I can't quite get it with the camera, so let's see. Oh, I see what Jackie was talking about with the focus. Okay, so I'm going to start sewing that down to here. I'm going to turn it this way, down here, and go this way, and then I'll cut that 3 feet, and then I have to put a piece all the way around. I'll show you when I get done. All sewn now. This is what it looks like.
So you don't have 18 times 3.
Right, and if you remember when I marked these up, I put, where are they at? See that little mark right there? I have to go over and put a grommet on each one of these marks. There's only 2 of them in one. So I'll put them in and then I will show you the last and final step. Finally done it. It actually didn't take that long. I say finally. But anyway, give a look at this. This is the finished product right now. It kind of looks like maybe a
Stingray.
stingray, yeah, except for it has 2 tails. So the next step is you take one of these. Ooh, I almost threw it at you. Little push button buckle. And then all I do is I put it through here, through there, about halfway down, bring it through like that, put it there, same thing on the other side, and then it's complete. And then I have to do 2 more, and then we ship these out. And the little guy says, yeah, we're done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, grab yourself something cold to drink, quick, fit, and relax, and eat at the lounge. We're here.